91X's Cure Radio Takeover starts now.
This is Robert from The Cure, taking over the radio station for the next however long it takes. First song on my selection is from a band called Scarling, who got a singer called Jessica, who used to be in a group called Jack Off Jill. It's an album that's just recently out called Sweetheart Dealer. They're added to the Curiosa Festival bill as we kind of approach the western coast of America. And this track is the first song actually on their CD. It's called The Last Day I Was Happy, and they make perfect dark music, the kind of music that you'd like to listen to as the world ended, I think. Here they are, Scarling on 91X.
91X presents the Curiosa Festival tonight at Coors Amphitheater.
Come and see me sing with The Cure at the Curiosa Festival 91X. This is Robert from The Cure on 91X. This is my radio station until I go to the Coors Amphitheater, and then I will probably give it back. This is Robert from The Cure on 91X. Here I am, taking over the radio station. Curiosa Festival is playing tonight. The B stage revolves on the Curiosa Festival. The A stage stays with the same bands. Head Automatica, one of the bands who are on for most of the shows. Their single, Beating Heart Baby, I really love what Head Automatica are doing. It's very kind of very intense, sort of electro-pop almost, but live, completely different. It's a very strange thing. But anyway, see what you think. Head Automatica, Beating Heart Baby on 91X.
91X's Cure Radio Takeover continues with more great music handpicked by Robert Smith.
91X.
This is 91X's Cure Radio Takeover.
This is Robert from The Cure, and you are listening to me playing anything I want.
More Robert Smith handpicked 91X music now.
91X. This is Robert from The Cure. I have control of this radio station. That was the Cooper Temple Clause, Promises, Promises. The Coopers are one of 4 UK bands on the Curiosa Festival bill. The others being Muse, Mogwai, and of course a band called The Cure. The Cooper Temple Clause has been going for quite a while now. I think this is about their 3rd album. It's a huge leap forward. I think it's an absolutely fantastic album. Kick up the fire and let the flames break loose. Again, I mean, every band on the Curiosa bill I've picked because I love them, and I've been amazed at how fantastic they are live. They're actually, I think in most cases, better live than they are on record, which takes some doing. The idea of the Curiosa Festival, in case anyone's unaware of it, being that it's an experience, it's the whole day, it's not just The Cure and some other bands. So doors generally opening around about 4 PM, and I would urge you to get there in time for the first band on, because you'll hate yourself if you don't. Now, paying for what I'm doing, here are some adverts.
91X's Cure Radio Takeover will be right back after these massages. Robert, I need your foot, now! X's Cure Radio Takeover continues.
Those were adverts. This is Robert from The Cure, taking over the radio station for however long it takes. The next song I'm going to play, another Curiosa Festival band, Maur. This is Melissa Maur's band. She played bass in Hole and Smashing Pumpkins. A fantastic bass player, great singer. Her new album, just called Maur, is full of really, really great songs. And the one I've chosen to play is actually the first one on the CD, Lightning Is My Girl, on 91X. I love this one. This is Robert from The Cure. I have control of this radio station.
Curioso minds listen to 91X.
91X. This is Robert from The Cure, and you're listening to 91X. Right, we're about to hit some more adverts. Before we do, there's a track coming up from a band that we play with pretty much every summer, actually, for the last, I think, 3 or 4 summers when we do European festivals. We always run into them. One of the UK bands on the bill. Guess who it is? I'll tell you after. 91X. This is 91X. This is Robert from The Cure, and you are listening to me playing anything I want. Muse. Right, that's them behind us. Muse. Apocalypse, Please. Yeah, Muse makes such a fantastic noise for a 3-piece on stage. It is actually quite staggering. I was looking around to see where all the other people were when I first saw them. Yeah, we get on with them. They're really nice, as is everyone actually on the Curiosa Festival. The backstage vibe is pretty amazing, and it translates onto the stage as well, and out front. I think the whole festival thing has really come together. It's far better than I could have imagined. The next track that we're going to hear is from a band called Cursive. This is from a CD called The Ugly Organ, and this is a very out there CD. Cursive have been together for quite a long time. They make some very strange music. It's really compelling stuff. The track that I'm going to play is called Art is Hard on 91X. Hello, this is Robert from The Cure, and I am taking over 91X. Time is flashing past. The next Curiosa Festival band I'm going to play, a band I'm really been taken with. It's the most intense sound, I think, pretty much of anyone on the bill. It's a band called Thursday. The song I'm going to play is For the Workforce Drowning. And Thursday are generally playing, they're kind of taking it in turns with Muse to headline the B stage. The idea behind the Curiosa Festival really arose last year. I was wondering what the Cure were going to be doing this summer in America. I knew we were going to be making a new record, and I wanted us to play some shows. And I really wanted it to be different. I wanted the experience to be something different. And I just thought adding in some of the bands that I really love would, it's a very selfish idea, would just make it a great summer for me. But I also assumed that other people would get into it as well, and that has proven to be the case. It's exceeded all my expectations. It's absolutely a fabulous way to spend the summer. And I urge everyone to as I've said already, get along there early, get along there for doors, because you should see every band. Every band on this bill is worth seeing on their own. Put them all together and you've honestly got the best festival bill of the summer. Right, Thursday, For the Workforce, Drowning on 91X. This is Robert from The Cure. You are listening to 91X. That was the genuinely awesome Mogwai with Boring Machines Disturbs Sleep. I think I'd have to admit Mogwai have been my favourite band on the planet for about 5 years now. When they're on, they are so on. It's just like such a ridiculously good noise that they make. And they've come alive in the Curiosa Festival as well. I mean, it's everyone's kind of joining in, everyone watches each other. It's like a big happy family. It's perfect. Right, next up, some more adverts.
91X's Cure Radio Takeover is brought to you by MAC Makeup, makers of fine white face powder and really good black nail polish. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to 91X. This is Robert from The Cure in the radio station, playing stuff from Curiosa Festival bands. The next band up is the Rapture. I'm going to play a song called Heaven in a second. It's strange, actually, because I always imagined, I was convinced that the idea of the Curiosa Festival was it coalesced into like something concrete around the end of last year when we played a show on the west coast of America with Interpol and the Rapture, and I thought it would be really great for these two bands to play with us, night after night. I would love it. But when I talked to the Rapture at the start of the Curiosa Festival, and they were adamant that they didn't actually play that show. So I have to take their word for it. So who knows who I saw? Like doppelganger Rapture band. Anyway, I'm pleased that it's the real Rapture that's playing with us, because they have been a revelation. They're so passionate, and there's so much energy on stage. It's really cool, and the coolest cowbell playing I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen some cowbell playing in my time. This is the Rapture with Heaven, 91X. This is Robert from The Cure. You are listening to 91X. Right, the only downside about being a DJ in a radio station is having to be interrupted constantly by adverts, but I understand why they're there. After the adverts, the band that's on just below The Cure on the A stage, and one of the best live bands in the world at the moment, I think. I won't tell you who it is. See if you can guess.
More of 91X's Cure Radio Takeover after these adverts.
Hey, what the heck is an advert anyhow?
It's Robert from The Cure. I have control of 91X radio station. Okay, I'm quickly jumping in after the ads because I figure that you should know who this is in advance. This is Interpol you're about to hear, with the first song on their album Turn on the Bright Lights. It's called Untitled, though I'm never quite sure when it says Untitled, if it is called Untitled, if you know what I mean. I can't wait for their new one to come out. It's out very, very soon, I think. Interpol, they have such a presence on stage. I mean, it's as with all the bands on the Curiosa Festival bill, they've really made us as a band, the Cure as a band, raise their game or raise our game, I should say, because they're all so good. You know, it's like to justify our position as headline act means that we are having to pull out all our stops. Right, anyway, this is going to be a few minutes of pure pleasure. We haven't got much to go, sadly. This is Interpol. This is Interpol. Untitled. See, I'm trying to title it. Untitled. 91X. This is Robert from The Cure. Thank you all for listening to 91X, my radio station takeover. You heard a song from each one of the Curiosa Festival bands. I think you'll have to admit that was a pretty sensational lineup. I'm going to have to finish with one of ours. This is the first track off our eponymous album, The Cure, in stores near you. Now, this is a song called Lost, and very close to my heart, this song. It's great. It's a great way of opening the show, and it's nice. We go on after all that you've just heard, and we play this song, and I have to kind of sing my heart out. And so it's very quickly becoming one of my favourite all-time Cure songs. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you all very much for listening. Don't forget, get there in time as the doors open in Curiosa Festival 91X.